Hi, Marie.
Hi,
Lovely to
Aida.
see you. Well, the people here in ICF Argentina are eager to listen to you. How do you think that has varied from active listening to listening actively with the new competencies?
Yeah, thanks for the question, Aida. Though that tiny difference, I'm listening, it feels like a tiny shift, and maybe it's a bigger shift. And I think when we're thinking about actively listening, we are, as coaches, we're kind of in our own bodies, listening to ourselves as well as the client that we're working with. So we're paying attention to what the client says. Of course, that's important, but how is the client saying it? What's the tone of voice that they're using? Maybe they're saying they desire something and that they've got this flat tone that is not linked to any desire or passion. And so when you hear that, you're getting curious. Actively listening is not making anything up. It's getting curious with the client to say, okay, so you say you want that, but I notice your tone of voice is flat. Or maybe your shoulders have gone down instead of maybe open wide when you've talked about other things you've wanted. So the purpose of actively listening is let go of assumptions, listen deeply with your mind, your heart, and your soul, and watch what's happening to the client and pay attention to what's happening to you in this client relationship as well. Is your stomach flipping over?
I'm feeling my stomach as you are talking.
How interesting that we've brought that up, Aida. And I think that's the thing. When you're in deep rapport and trust in a relationship with client, things happen to us that might be an indicator. So me naming the flipping of the stomach could be your flipping of the stomach that I'm naming rather than my own. So it's this fantastic thing that happens when two people are in deep connection with each other.
Great. And I can see how showing and bringing it to the session, it's connected to the mindset of a coach.
I believe so. I think the more the coach is prepared to do their own work, to listen to what's happening with them, the more powerful the session can be with the client, because we're kind of models as well in this work. So the client can understand that the coach is listening to not just the words, but the wider system, including the partnership, then that gives them the encouragement to listen to all that wisdom as well.
Great. Well, before we close this very brief interview, what would be a tip that you would like to leave and that you might be giving to your students?
A tip is to breathe. If you're breathing, you're letting go of assumptions and letting go of agendas, you can simply pay attention to the client. So of course you want to determine the outcome and the measures of success, but actually you want to be fully present so that you can be in awe of this beautiful magnificence that is in front of you, this human being, so that you can listen deeply. So breathe, let go of assumptions, and pay attention in a way that perhaps you're not used to paying attention.
Great. Well, I saw all the competencies playing in your answer. So I love that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, I love to talk to you. Thank you, Marie.
Thank you,
I'm
Aida.
going to stop the recording. Thanks.